Hi friends, already we started the topic in the last video. Now we will solve some problem based upon the reciprocating compressor. Okay, now what are the formulas are there? First I will list out the formulas, how many formulas are useful for this topic. The topic name is reciprocating air compressor. The topic name is reciprocating air compressor. So mostly first you have to find out the work done. For work done different process will be there, like polytropic. First one is the polytropic, second one is the isothermal for adiabatic. So different formulas are there according to the given data. What is the given data is there, according to that data you have to select the which formula is suitable for that problem. So say over here work done is given if polytropic process is given. Which one? Polytropic process. So work done is equal to n by n minus 1 P1 V1, then P2 by P1 whole to power of n minus 1 by n minus 1. For which process this is? Polytropic. Next one, work is equal to MRT log P2 by P1 for isothermal. Whenever in your question if isothermal is given, you can use work done formula is this one. Suppose polytropic is given, you can use this formula for polytropic. Suppose in your question if adiabatic is given, what is given? Adiabatic is given. The work done formula is gamma by gamma minus 1, that is P1 V1, then P2 by P1 n minus 1 by n minus 1. This is for adiabatic. First one for polytropic, second one for isothermal, and the last one for adiabatic. Then power is equal to Wn by 60 for single acting. If in your question if it is given double acting, what is given in your question? If double acting is given, then power is equal to, just you have to add here 2 Wn by 60. Okay, after that compression ratio means suppose he is asking to find out the higher temperature, then you can use this ratio T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 is equal to n minus 1 by n minus 1 by n. This is the formula, T2 by T1 minus P2 by P minus 1 is equal to n minus 1 by n. Suppose diameter and length is given. In your problem what is given? Diameter and length is given. How to find out the volume? This is the formula for finding the volume, pi by 4 d square into L. This is the formula for finding the value, pi by 4 d square into L. After that, then if mass is given, then you can use this formula. The formula will be PV is equal to MRT. P stand for pressure, V stand for volume, M stand for mass, R stand for universal gas constant, T stand for the temperature. So suppose, see, piston speed is given. What is given in your problem? Piston speed. So whenever piston speed value will be given, in place of that value you can write 2Ln, 2Ln. That one is known as the piston speed. After that what is given in your question? Volumetric efficiency. Volumetric efficiency. The formula will be V1 minus V4 by V1 minus V3. V1 minus V4 by V1 minus V3. Suppose two cylinder are given, okay, two stages are given, then you can find out P2 is equal to P1 into P3, P2 is equal to P1 into P3, and another if two stage is given, what is given in your problem? If two stages is given, then work done you can use 2n by n minus 1 MRT1 P2 by P1 by n minus 1 by n. So these are the some of the formulas very useful for the solving the problem of reciprocating compressor. Whenever reciprocating compressor is given, you can use you have to go through this all formulas. If you remember this formula, easily you can solve the any type of problem. The thing is that you have to remember this formula. For work done, different processes, different formulas are there. For power single acting and power for double acting is given, and temperature ratio is given, that is T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 is equal to n minus. If diameter and length is given, how to find out the value? If mass is given, how to find out PV is equal to MRT, how to use this relation? If piston speed is there, most of the problem will be asked in piston speed. Most of the problem will ask in piston speed. So 2 Ln by 60 from continuous, like this question is given and one derivation is given. In next video I will show you how to find out the derivation and what are the two important derivations are there. So here the problems are there. So first we will start the first problem based upon reciprocating compressor. Problem based upon reciprocating compressor. So here first problem is given. a single state reciprocating air compressor. What is given in your question? A single state reciprocating air compressor. See, it is mentioned that the given one is the single state. What is mentioned here? The given one is the single state. A single state reciprocating air compressor is required to compress 80 meter cube of air. What is given here? 80 meter cube of air. So, volume is given. Volume is equal to how much it is given? 80 meter cube. Volume how much it is given? 80 meter cube of air from 1 bar to 10 bar. What is given here? 1 bar to 10 bar. So, here you have to write P1. P1 is equal to how much it is given? 1 bar is given. P1 is equal to how much it is given? 1 bar. This 1 bar you can convert into kilonewton per meter square. How to convert? 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. 1 bar can be write as 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. After that, what I am doing, one writing as it is only 10 to the power of 5 can be split into 10 square and 10 cube. This one can be write as Newton per meter square. After that, one write down as it is 10 square also write down as it is. In place of 10 to the power of 3, you can write kilonewton per meter square. In place of 10 to the power of 3, you can write kilonewton per meter square. So, this will become how much it is? 100 kilonewton per meter square. How much it will become? 100 kilonewton per meter square. So, whatever the first one is given, that one you have to consider as the P1. Next, you have to find out the value of P2. P2 how much it is given? 10 bar is given. How much it is given? 10 bar. So, what you have to do? 10 write down as it is. In place of bar, 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. After that, 10 write down as it is. This can be write as 10 square into 10 cube Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. After that, 10 write down as it is, and this 10 also write down as it is 10 square. This can be write as kilonewton per meter square. Kilonewton per meter square. So, here P1 you got in 100 kilonewton per meter square, and P2 you got 10 into 10 square kilonewton per meter square. So, first one volume is given. How to identify the given one is the value? By seeing the unit. How much unit is there here? Meter cube. Okay, na P1 is given and P2 is given. Find the work done. He is asking to find out the work done. He is asking to find out the work done. Work done is designated with the letter W. Work done is designated with the letter W. If the law of compression is given, what is given? PV to power of 1.2 is equal to constant, means small n value is given. How much small n value is? 1.25. Small n value how much is given? 1.25. Small n value is equal to how much is given? 1.25. Now, what you have to do? You have to select the process first. You have to select the process first. Which process is suitable for this one? So, as you can see, n is given. How much it is given? 1.25. Suppose n is given 1.4. The given process is a adiabatic process, but here what is n is given? 1.25. So, whenever n is given 1.25, see here work done formula. What is the formula? N by n minus 1 P1 V1, that is P2 by P1, n minus 1 by minus 1 for polytropic. If n value is 1.25 means greater or less than 1.4, then it is polytropic. Suppose the n value is given 1.4, then the process is adiabatic. For adiabatic you have to select this formula. For adiabatic, which formula you have to select? For adiabatic you have to select this formula. For polytropic, this formula. For isothermal, it will clearly mention in your question the given process is related to the isothermal. Suppose n value is given 1.4, then it is the adiabatic. Say except 1.4, if any other value is given n, that one is known as the polytropic. So, here 1.4 is not there. What is the value of n? Here 1.25 is there. What is the value of n here? 1.25. So, the given one is the which process it is? Polytropic process. The given one is the which process it is? Polytropic. For polytropic, first you have to find out the work done. For polytropic, first you have to find out the work done. First write down the formula for polytropic work done. N by, what is the formula? N minus 1. This is P1, this one is V1. Then after that what you have to write, this is P2 by P1 is equal to n minus 1 by n minus 1. This is the formula for polytropic. This is the formula for polytropic. Now you have to substitute the value. Now next step you have to substitute the value. Next step what you have to do, you have to substitute the value. What you have to substitute the value? N value is there with you. How much n value is there? N value is already given in your question. How much it is given? 1.25. So here you have to substitute 1.25. Again what you have to substitute here? 1.25 minus 1. 1.25 minus 1. 1.25, then 1.25 minus 1. After that here P1. What is the value of P1? P1 is equal to how much? 100. Then V1. V1 value is equal to how much? 80. Okay. Then after that P2 by P1. P2 value. P2 value is equal to how much? 10 into 10 is square. Then P1 value. P1 value is equal to how much? 100. Next one is the n minus 1. 1.25 minus 1 by 1.25. Then minus 1. Then you can close this one. This one you can close. If you solve with the help of calci, if you solve this problem with the help of calci, you will get this value. Okay, na? You will get this value. How much you will get means, suppose if you solve this one, you will get this one 40,000 into 0.5849. 0.5849. If you simplify this one, 23396, the answer is kilo joule. 23396, the answer is in kilo joule. So here simple problem is given. What is given in this problem? Single acting. What is given in this problem? Single acting air compressor is required to compress. Volume is given. First numerical data. Pressure 1 is given. Whenever pressure 1 is given, you have to convert in kilonewton per meter square. Pressure 2 is given. You have to convert in kilonewton per meter square. After that n is given. How to identify whether the given process is polytropic or adiabatic or isothermal? Suppose the given process is isothermal, it is clearly mentioned in your question. The given one is the isothermal. If 1.4 is given, the given one is the adiabatic. What is the remaining one? Polytropic is there. So the given process is the polytropic. For finding adiabatic, gamma value or n value should be 1.4. Here 1.4 is there? No. So the given one is the not adiabatic. See, isothermal is mentioned anywhere in the question? No. So the given one is also not isothermal. If it is not isothermal, it is not the adiabatic, then remaining one only is the left. What is that? Polytropic. So n is equal to polytropic. So first you have to write down the formula for n. N by n minus 1, P1 V1 by P2 by P1, n minus 1 by minus 1. This is the formula for work done. Each and everything is available with you. If you substitute, you will get the answer. The answer is 23396 kilo joules. 23396 kilo joules. Okay. Now we will go for the next problem. In next problem, what is given? Find the amount of work required. Work required means again he is asking to find out the work done. Find the amount of work required to compress and discharge 1 meter cube. What is given here? 1 meter cube. What is given here? 1 meter cube. So volume is given. Volume is equal to how much? 1 meter cube. Volume is equal to how much? 1 meter cube of air at a temperature. Temperature is given. Temperature is equal to how much is given? 15 degrees centigrade. So what you have to do? 15 plus 273. 15 plus 273. The answer should be 288 Kelvin. 288 Kelvin. 288 Kelvin. And P1 is given as usual. P1 is equal to how much it is given? 1 bar is given. And as you can see P2. P2 is equal to how much it is given? 7 bar is given. P1 is equal to how much it is given? 1 bar. And P2 is equal to how much is given? 7 bar. This bar you have to convert into kilonewton per meter square. As I told you, 1 write down as it is. This can be write as 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. 1 write down as it is. This can be split into 10 square and this is 10 cube Newton per meter square. Then this can be write as 100 kilonewton per meter square. 100 kilonewton per meter square. Similarly, same thing you have to do here. How much it is given here? 7. This can be write as 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. This one can be write as 7 into 10 square into 10 cube. What is that? 10 cube Newton per meter square, Newton per meter square. This can be write as 700 kilonewton per meter square, 700 kilonewton per meter square. After that, what is given? When the compression is isothermal, what is mentioned here? Isothermal. When the compression is isothermal, and R value is given. R value is equal to how much? 0.29 kilojoule per kg. R value how much it is given? 0.29 kilojoule per kg. This is the value of R. R is also given in your question. So, first what you have to do before finding, the given one is the isothermal, already it is given in your question, it is given in your question. So, what you have to do, you have to find out the mass. For finding the mass, single formula is there. What is that formula? PV is equal to, what is the formula? MRT. So, P by V by RT is equal to how much it is? Mass. So, I can write here mass is equal to P1 V1, this is R, and this one is the T1. P1 value, how much P1 value is there? 100. So, write down here 100. Okay, now write down here 100. Then volume, how much volume is there? 1. Write down the volume 1. From where you got the volume? As you can see here, volume how much? 1 is there. So, 100 into 1. R value is also given. How much it is? 0.29, 0.29, and T1 how much it is? 288 in Kelvin, If you solve this one, 1.197 kg, how much you got the mass? Mass is equal to how much you got? 1.19 kg. Mass is equal to how much? 1.19 kg. Here you got the value of mass. After getting the mass, the next step what you have to do? You have to find out the work done. What you have to find out? Work done. You see, it is in question, it is clearly mentioned that the given one is the isothermal. The given one is the isothermal. For isothermal, the formula will be MRT1 log to the base E P2 by P1. This is the formula for work done. MRT1 log P2 by P1. This is the formula for finding the work done. So, here everything is available. They need to substitute that one. So, what you have to substitute in place of M? 1.197. In place of R, what you have to write? In place of R, 0.29. Then in place of T1, what you have to write? 288. Log write down as it is P2 by P1. P2 value is equal to how much is there? 700. P2 value is equal to 700. P1 value is equal to how much? 100 is there. P1 value and P2. If you solve with the help of calci, you will get 194.54. This is kilojoule. This is the value for work done. This is the value for work done. So, he is asking the work done for isothermal process. Which process? Isothermal process. In isothermal process, N will be not there. In adiabatic, N value is 1.4. Except that value, that one is known as the polytropic. But in this, N value is not there. So, that one is known as the isothermal process. Which process this is? Isothermal process. Okay. In the next problem, what is given? Find the difference in the amount of work required. Means you have to find out here two different work done. What you have to find out here? Two different work done. Here you have to find out the two different work done. So, find the difference in the amount of work done if the compression discharge mass is given. By seeing unit, you have to identify the given one is the mass. Mass is equal to how much? 1 kg. Mass is equal to how much? 1 kg. Air at a temperature is equal to how much? 15 degree. So, what you have to do? 15 plus 273, 15 plus 273, you have to convert it into Kelvin. So, 288 Kelvin. How much temperature is there? 288 Kelvin. After that, pressure is given. Pressure 1 is equal to how much it is given? 1 bar is given. And pressure 2 is equal to how much it is given? 7 bar is given. Pressure 1 is equal to how much? 1 bar, and pressure 2 is equal to how much? 7 bar. Same as usual, you have to convert 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per, you can write as meter square. Then here 1 into 10 square, this can be write as 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. Then this can be write as 100 kilonewton per here meter square. Then finding for P2, P2 is equal to 7 into 10 to power of 5 Newton per what you have to write here meter square. Then 7 write down as it is 10 square. This can be write as 10 cube Newton per what you have to write meter square. Then this one will become 700. This is kilonewton per meter square. 700 kilonewton per meter square. How much? 700 kilonewton per meter square. So you got the value of mass. You got the value of T1 in degree centigrade plus 273, it will be in Kelvin. P1 you got in bar, you converted into kilonewton per meter square. P2 you got in bar, you converted into 700 into kilonewton per meter square. After that in your question, when the compression is, first one is the isothermal, second one is the adiabatic. R value is given. R value, how much is given? R value is equal to 0.29. How much is given? Kilojoule per kg Kelvin. R value. And gamma value how much it is given? 1.4. Gamma value how much it is given? 1.4. So first one, two things is asking. First, what is asking? Isothermal. Second one is the adiabatic. First one is the isothermal, second one is the adiabatic. Okay na? For isothermal formula is there. As you can see here for isothermal, okay na? Isothermal, what is the formula is there? mRT log P2 by P1. mRT log P2 by P1 for isothermal. For adiabatic, what is the formula? Gamma by gamma minus 1. P1 V1, P2 by P1, n minus 1 by n minus 1. For which one? For adiabatic. Previously one for isothermal. So these two formulas you have to use and you have to find out the how much difference will be there. In that how much difference will be there between these two, how much difference will be there. So first what you have to do, you have to find out the work done for isothermal. You have to find out the work done for isothermal. For isothermal work done, okay na? For isothermal work done, for which work done? Isothermal work done. So work done is equal to, for isothermal, what is the formula? M, then R, then T. After that what is there? Log. Then next one is the P2 by, next one is the P1. mRT log P2 by P1. mRT log P2 by P1. Here you have to substitute the value. M value is 1, R value is 0.29 and T1 value is how much? 288. Then log write down as it is. P2 value is equal to how much? 700. P1 value is equal to how much? 100. If you solve with the help of calc, you will get 162.5 kilojoules. How much you are getting? 162 kilojoules. This is the value for isothermal. This is the value for isothermal work done. Next step, you have to find out the adiabatic work done. Which work done? Adiabatic. For adiabatic work done, the formula will be somewhat like this. Gamma by gamma minus 1. This is P1, this one is V1, okay na? P1 V1. But in your problem you can write like this. First you write down, then I will explain you. Then here you can write P2 by P1 is equal to gamma or n, gamma by gamma minus 1, like this you can write. But as you can see in your question, what is not available here? V1 is not there. What is not there here? V1 is not there. So in place of PV, you can write mRT. What you can write in place of PV? You can write mRT. In place of PV, what you can write? mRT. So here I little bit changes in this formula. Gamma by gamma minus 1. In place of PV, you can write mRT1. Then next step is P2 by, this is P1 is equal to gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. This is the formula. After that you have to substitute gamma value. Gamma value is equal to how much? 1.4. 1.4 minus 1. Then this one is the mass. Mass is equal to how much is given in your question? 1. And R value 0.29 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and T1 value 288. Then after that you have to substitute this value. What is the value here? P2 value. What is the value here? P2. P2 value is equal to how much? 700. 700. Then P1 value is equal to how much? 100. Next step is the, what is the value? Gamma minus means 1.4 minus 1 by 1.4 minus 1. If you solve this one with the help of calci, directly I will write the answer 217.37 kilojoules. This is the value for adiabatic. This is the value for adiabatic. Previous one was the for the isothermal. This one was for the adiabatic. This is the isothermal and adiabatic. Now you have to find the difference in the work done. What you have to find out? You have to find out the difference in the work done. So you will write here difference, difference in amount of work, amount, amount of work, work, amount of work. So this is the WA value and this one is the WI value. I means isothermal, A means adiabatic. So higher value minus lower value, work done is equal to higher value minus lower value, higher value minus lower value. What is the higher value? 217.37. What is the lower value? 162.5. So here you will get the answer. The answer should be 54.87 kilojoules. How much you got the work done? 54.87 kilojoules. This is the value for work done. So here two difference are given. Whenever the difference are given, like this you have to find out the work done. Like this you have to find out the work done. Clear?